This episode brought to you by our awesome sponsor, EducationUSA Malaysia.
So if you're from Sabah and dreaming of studying in the United States, Education USA is here to help you every step of the way for free. Whether it's choosing a university, applying for a visa, or finding scholarships, they've got your back.
Visit educationusa.state.gov or follow Education USA Malaysia on social media.
Your future starts here with Education USA.
Pakis!
Kiwi!
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi people. My name is Ricardo.
And my name is Kenny.
And welcome to Kinabalu Podcast, the number one podcast in Sabah.
Super legit.
And of course, it's going to be an English episode for this episode.
Yep, definitely we cannot mix lah kan.
You just mix it. Can we mix it, Max? No problem.
No problem.
Oh, that's going to be great.
Yeah, teruskan
Because I don't think my English are up to par to this level of, refining Education USA. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
What do you think about my English?
I think you are okay.
Okay.
What about mine?
You're better. You're great, man.
Nah.
You studied in New Zealand before, right?
Yeah, I did for 2 years.
And your course is basically English, man.
Yeah, I'm a TESOL graduate. Yeah, so guess my work don't.
Yeah, so you speak more lah. On this episode.
No,
would you?
That's not fair.
Anyway,
but you know what's fair?
What's fair?
Education is fair.
Wow, amazing breakthrough.
Yeah, man.
We'll be having 2 episodes with Education USA. What is Education USA, by the way, Ken?
Yeah, what is it?
Macam mana kita dapat into this macam mana kita get into this episode, by the way?
If you're asking me, this is my opinion. Opinion later. No, it's facts actually. So we got into American corner Sabah, and it led us to where we are right now with Education USA. Then they put their trust on us. We are going to promote them to our fellow Sabahan.
Yep, correct.
Yeah.
And also for this particular episode, of course, we are promoting the Education USA. I myself actually don't have. I think I do have that clue, but I think we need to know more. Education USA.
Yeah, definitely.
And of course, to know more, introduce.
Because it is always Ricardo introducing.
Yep.
Yeah, so if this is an English podcast, so the honors is mine. We have our guest today is Mr. Luke. He is a regional education advising coordinator, and he represents the U.S. Department of State, Education USA network in Southeast Asia. So as a specialist in international education and student mobility, he provides regional expertise and strategic guidance to U.S. higher education professionals, train Education USA advisors, and collaborate with U.S. embassies and consulates to promote U.S. diplomacy efforts in East Asia and the Pacific.
Welcome to the studio, Mr. Luke.
Thank you, and that was an excellent introduction.
Thank you.
Well done, Ken.
Wow, thanks. Thank you very much.
We would like to know you before we talk about Education USA. Where are you from?
So I'm originally from South Korea, but I spent my childhood in the U.S., China, and then I studied in the U.S. for college and graduate school. And then now I live in Indonesia, in Jakarta, but I support all of Southeast Asia. And then where there are Education USA centers, I get to travel there. And then this is my first visit to KK.
Wow, welcome to Kinabalu.
Thank you.
How do you find KK?
It's awesome. It's been just 5 hours, but I like it very much.
Oh, really?
I saw the sunset from my hotel. It was beautiful.
Beautiful. Where were we staying?
Very close to this place. So just 10 minutes walk. I'm not gonna name the hotel. I don't want to.
Yeah. No problem. No problem.
Privacy.
Exactly.
Yeah, man.
So, how do you get into Education USA, by the way, if I may ask?
As a professional,
Yeah.
so I was always interested in education, and
Right.
I was wanted to be a teacher and an educator, and I wanted to really build something that is meaningful for students. And in today's world, every student needs to explore the bigger world. It's easier than ever for students to travel
Yeah.
and to connect with the bigger world. So that's why I really got interested in international education, an education that makes students to cross borders and to connect with people from different backgrounds and different countries so that they can grow bigger. And that has to be an essential part of every student's experience.
I agree. How was it Education USA itself? Because you can do it in Korea or in China or something.
That's right. And Education USA is an organization. It's a government organization that supports students to learn more about American universities and colleges.
Okay.
And I am a product of American college education.
Right.
And it led me to many opportunities. So there's something unique and valuable about U.S. education. And then so I was chosen to do that role in Southeast Asia.
How long have you been working with Education USA?
Just over 5 years.
5 years.
5 years. I am a product of the Malaysian education, of course. I went overseas to study, but I didn't go through any external party or Education USA or IDP, if you guys heard about it. So I'm interested in how the process where students, potential students, when they want to go overseas in the US to study, how's the process like?
The first thing all students should think about is how different destinations are unique.
Okay.
And what are the unique strengths and weaknesses. There's no perfect society, and American universities have their unique strengths. So for certain type of students, American universities would be the right fit. And if you judge yourself to be the right fit for American universities, then you begin to look for information.
Yes.
And Education USA is definitely a source. There's a lot of information out there, and there are a lot of Malaysian students who study in America. So there are lots of help and support available. You just need to look and then know where to start.
Right. So how long has Education USA existed?
So we celebrated our 25th anniversary last year, but our work has been there for a very long time. And even before Education USA was there, U.S. embassies would have people who help international support students to learn about American universities and do interviews on behalf of American universities when there was no internet.
Yes.
Wow, that's a long time.
It goes back a long time.
Yeah.
Right.
So how's the progress as like 25 years back then and now? Was it like the level of reaching you know more students to apply and more students graduated? What is it then and now?
Right. Back then, different U.S. embassies around the world would do different things. But under Education USA, we put that service into one brand, student advising. And the number of international students grew exponentially. And right now, the U.S. has more than 1 million international students.
That is a lot.
A lot.
The number one host of international students of all nations.
For your concern, personally, what do you think? Like, getting students to not just know about America, but to know the educations in America. What I'm trying to say is like the educations, American education's syllabus and their standards. Do you think it is better, or how does it to compare to other countries?
Well, every country is different and unique, and America is different because our university system is built on a decentralized process, which means that we don't have Ministry of Higher Education that serves as a central body that governs all universities. So each university is unique. And then, of course, the government policies provide an umbrella of how the university should function. But in terms of building curriculum and how they design their learning, it's really up to the university. That's why, and that kind of freedom is very special to, especially and unique to American universities, and that is extended to students. So students also get to have that freedom. And then students in American universities can switch majors, build their own majors, independent studies. They can mix majors. That kind of freedom is there. And that kind of spirit is very important, which drives American innovations that led to building of companies like Google, Facebook, Meta.
I just got to know this. Yang dorang tiada the higher education lab punya body yang handling this, right?
Yeah.
I thought ada.
Yeah, me too. Because Malaysia has this
higher education,
Malaysian higher education to govern all the universities here. So I'm more interested to know more about the relationship between Education USA and your government itself. Can you tell us more?
So we are under the Department of State, which is like the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, not the Ministry of Education. So the State Department sees American universities as a tool for diplomacy. So the US is a very influential country in the world, and they build connections with countries all over the world. And universities are a great platform which attracts future leaders from all over the world. And the universities in the US have trained more kings and prime ministers and presidents of countries than any other country in the world. So it is a very strong tool. And so students, when they come to American universities, they get to build relationships with not just American students, but with students from all over the world, who we know will become influential leaders in their fields back home in their own countries. So what American universities provide is a global platform for learning and building connections.
I was about to ask, by the way, why Education USA was created, by the way, but it answers the question. By
All right.
What's the mission, the Education USA, besides just to let people think outside the box instead of studying locally, local university or probably regional, like in Asia, but study abroad, far in America, for example?
To simply put, the mission of Education USA is to build bridges. Build bridges between students and universities in the United States. And then for universities to also build bridges with local institutions. And then when university representatives come visit Malaysia, they not only visit the schools to meet the students, but they also go to universities to build partnerships. They also go to governments to meet with government officials. So Education USA really is the piece that connects people. And then Education USA enables that exchange of ideas, exchange of values that lead to growth. And then our mission is to support not just US universities, but also the countries that we support all over the world.
Oh, okay.
All right. So how widespread is the network anyway? I mean, are you guys all over the country, over the continent? How wide is it?
We try to build a wide network. We have more than 400 centers worldwide.
Wow.
And then there are 3 centers in Malaysia, one in KL, one in Penang, and then our newest one in KK. So we want to continue to grow. We want to cover more ground, and now we're here.
Awesome. So, how long the Education USA in KK has opened?
So since this year, early this year,
we started.
That's right, and then we have our first advisor here. His name is Max.
Hey.
You will meet him tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh, not this
for
Max.
The next episode. Yeah,
next episode.
Okay, right.
I would love to know you more, Luke. Since you're South Korean, right?
Yeah.
Were you you've been studying quite sometimes in America as well, and you live in Jakarta.
Yes.
and
quite interesting.
Yeah, quite interesting lifestyle you have.
Yeah.
How do you find yourself now? I mean, in terms of lifestyle, in terms of spreading the education's awareness.
I find it interesting, and then I think I really got into this lifestyle of living in different countries. And this is basically my lifestyle. I'm going to different countries. I go to the US a lot.
Wow.
I studied in China. I studied in America. I speak 4 languages.
Whoa.
So it has become a part of my life to cross borders and try something new, build something new. And I think it really started by choosing to study in the United States. Well, first learning English, and then choosing to study in the United States because I really saw United States as a powerful country that really provides a stage for international students like me to connect with people from other parts of the world. And that was so inspiring that I chose to work for organizations that have that focus, that vision of building bridges between people, building bridges between countries. And that education is one of the best tools we have in building meaningful relationships and mutual understanding between. So I believe in the power of education that not only raise people to become more mature, but it also builds meaningful relationships.
So for us as well, education is a really powerful tool. But to add more, education is also a powerful tool for us to get out of poverty. Locally.
In Malaysia,
in Malaysia especially.
Because some of our students came from a very
rural area,
rural and poor background, to be say. And education that made it changes their life.
Exactly.
And one let me give one example. A few we are educators, by the way, and we don't really speak out loud about it. But
we can relate it to particularly in this episode.
Definitely. And I do have a few acquaintances that came from rural village and all that. They went with, I think, EducationUSA helped them with securing a Fulbright scholarship, actually. So they went into education and they came back and contributed to the community.
I'm going to talk more about that after this. We're going to take a short break, Luke.
Okay.
And we'll be right back just right after this. Selamat kembali ke part yang kedua bersama dengan Education USA. Ken? Apa kau mau tanya tadi tu? I can speak fluently in my own mother tongue lah, to be frank. But tomorrow, the next episode, we're gonna get Max as well. Probably we can, we can do a little bit more Malay because probably people here, apa ini? Some of them didn't understand, right? So easy people to reach out and get to know more information about Education USA.
That's true. And for this episode, we are displaying our language proficiency to Luke.
You lah.
Me lah. Both of us. So we were on. I gave some examples of my acquaintances where they got a Fulbright scholarship and all that, right? So let's go into the interest of potential students or students that have already got into US universities. What sort of trend do you see? What sort of courses that they get into? What's the most popular?
Like data or analysis that,
That's right. Well, it varies by countries, I see.
All right.
We see from particular countries, most of students are interested in STEM, like India. 80% of students who study in the United States go to STEM. Well, STEM is science, technology, engineering, and math. And part of the reason is that when you major in STEM, then you get an opportunity to get a working experience upon graduation up to 3 years. It's called OPT. Usually international students get 1 year, but if you are a STEM major, then you can get it up to 3 years.
Right.
But a lot of students, generally speaking, are interested in business, economics, but a wide range of things. American universities are known for a wide range of programs and majors. There is something for everybody.
Which is nice.
How about the Asian region? Was it like still business as the main?
Business is big, but there are people who are also interested in learning art, music. There are a lot of famous institutions in the U.S. well known for that. And some people are there for the culinary arts, want to become a chef.
Wow.
And then some people want to become a space scientist. And then we have NASA. Well connected to the university. So just think about any industry and you will see a very famous American organization. And if you're into entertainment, we have the Hollywood. And the Broadway in New York, and then all of those industries, the entry point, university.
Nice. Any success stories from not just Southeast Asia itself, from Malaysia itself?
I will let Max speak to that tomorrow.
Okay. We talk about that tomorrow.
Awesome. We will. How many advisors do we have in Southeast Asia?
Southeast Asia, so we have about 30, a little more than 30 advisors.
Okay.
But a lot of them are based in centers as a solo advisors.
All right.
But so we try to have a wide coverage. So we have about 16 centers.
16 centers
throughout the region.
Right.
But about 30 advisors.
Awesome.
What is your focus group in terms of people applying for going for university in everywhere by conducting by Education USA? What is your focus group? Was it like the people after the university or after high school? What is the focus group?
We don't really have a focus group. We try to help everybody.
Okay.
High school students interested in undergraduate universities or current college students interested in master's program or PhD programs, and even working professionals who want to gain an advanced degrees to advance their careers. So we try to support a wide range of students. But of course, depending on where you are, advisors might be getting more questions from high school students. Sometimes advisors get more questions from college students.
Awesome.
Probably, like I think in my knowledge, most of the people here in Sabah, they would love to go to America and study there and stuff, but probably because of it's expensive and stuff.
Yeah.
So do Education USA help them in terms of not financially, but at least getting right loans or right education scholarship or stuff like that?
Probably. What sort of services Education USA provide through their advisors, I guess?
Of course, Education USA cannot just hand money to students. We don't have money, but we give them information and the support throughout the process. So we teach them the steps, different ways that you can navigate information and the tools that students can use to look for scholarships. And there's a lot of scholarships out there. It's the matter of spending time looking for them. And then students do need to make commitment to spend time working on their application, submitting them. A lot of students are too scared to even start. And then they just think that they're not good enough to get scholarships. But there's a wide range of scholarships. And some of these scholarships are not just for smart students or academically well-performing students. Scholarships come in different forms and shapes. So it really does take the student a lot of time to look for information. And then Education USA tries to teach the students the skills to look for information that is right for them. And then also give them the tool to apply for these scholarships in a way that is appealing to the scholarship providers.
Right. You see, I don't have that kind of a advice. I wasn't given, or I didn't have the means to find those advice way back in 2007, 2008. So I was lucky to be able, to be sponsored by the government to go overseas and
speak like this.
And speak like this, I guess. No, it's all the TV shows and all that. And of course, education, all that. And speaking of free, sometimes people say,
it must be hidden charges, stuff like that.
It's too good to be true. Is it really free?
Our services.
Yeah.
Our services are free of charge to students. So because, as I said, education is an important diplomacy tool for U.S. government. So our centers being here for the very first time this year is our effort to reach out to students. And then it helps the U.S. government to have a diversity of students coming from Malaysia, not just KL, but we want to see a wide diverse perspectives. That makes U.S. university classroom all the more interesting. So if you feel like you have a story that no one else can tell,
Okay.
American universities will be interested in you.
Wow. What sort of stories? I'll be interested in, like
It seems like you want to continue studying in America, right?
I dreamt of.
Well, I don't want to generalize, but a lot of universities really like students who like to challenge a belief or an idea that seems to be just widely accepted in their communities. So somebody who has courage to pose a question to something that is just belief, maybe it's a tradition or an idea, and then they try to put that into an action and try to do something to bring about a change. And I think that kind of spirit really leads to innovations in industries, research, businesses, which makes society very strong. So we like students who like to ask questions, and then who know how to pose challenging questions and then explore and navigate with their resources. We're not particularly looking for students who know how to get A's all the time. We have a lot of those.
Yeah.
But just all these students aren't just too interesting. We want to see a student who can bring something new to our university campuses.
Right. Like macam kita kan, we are so exam oriented. It's the results that we see in the local universities only focuses on, okay, you get 6 A's, you can come in.
Yeah,
and 3 A's, no. So are you guys really looking for requirements, or are you guys just interviewing them? If they're interesting and they have the capabilities, then you can just come on board.
Well, of course, universities are academic institutions.
Okay.
So we do have standards.
Right.
It is one of many things that we look at, but it is not the only thing that we look at.
Okay.
Academics, of course, that's the first thing that we look at. So we want to make sure that you can be successful in our classrooms, that they can understand professors' lecture and they can have meaningful discussion in English with American peers and peers from all around the world. But when we are having that discussion, we want to have students who can bring in interesting perspectives that can enrich those conversations. And students with experiences and leadership qualities, some people who can start something different in university campuses. And we try to find that from your life.
I want to ask about Malaysia. How long Education USA Malaysia was? How long you've been here in Malaysia? Not just Sabah this year, but Malaysia itself. How long? No.
How long?
Yeah.
Have I been in Malaysia?
No. Education USA been
itself
in Malaysia.
Education USA has been here for a long time.
Okay.
But it started in KL. And then we try to do trips to different parts of Malaysia. And then about 4 or 5 years ago, we opened
in Penang.
the center in Penang, and this year in Sabah.
So along the years, how many applications did you got?
It's hard. I can't.
I mean in general, how many that succeed in terms of applying, not graduating, but applying? I think for sure there's people like apply but rejected and stuff.
I think that depends on how you define success and fail.
Okay.
Some people apply to 20 universities. They get rejected by 19 universities, but get one acceptance from that dream school. Then that's success. So, but the data doesn't show. The data will show 19 failures and 1 success. And it could seem like a big failure to that student. That the big university that accepted that person.
Could change his life.
It's a perfect match. Yes.
Oh,
this sounds like some dating site or something. Perfect match. I was wondering about education advising. How does it different from regular academic counseling?
So our advising is really focused on training. So it's not just about giving information and presenting information to students to swallow. We Education USA advisors want to work with students long term. So we have this framework called 5 Steps to US Study. So there is 5 steps. And then we see students in step 1, some students in step 3, step 4. And then we want to work with students so that they're not just simply swallowing information, but we want to see them grow as a mature adult. So we give them the tools. We give them input, the push, the support that they need, so that they can do the work on their own with the support that we provide, so that whatever they achieve is their own accomplishment.
Wow, so they have that sense of accomplishment from
So
there.
rather than giving them the fish, we teach them how to fish.
Yeah, Sun Tzu. Hey, is it correct? I don't know.
So the step of, for example, I want to apply, so I go to your website and stuff. What is the steps? Do you have like one-to-one advising session? Do you have like a webinar or stuff like that?
Yeah, we do have one-on-one advising available. So our advisors can have students to book appointments, or email them. And then send email responses. That's also possible. If you feel too shy about booking an appointment, to be with an advisor one-on-one. Our advisors also offer webinars, info sessions. The center sometimes work with U.S. university representatives as guest speakers. Sometimes we bring in alumni to share their stories because we know that students are influenced by other students. Sometimes more so than university reps.
Yeah. Sometimes students don't really know what to do, after, completing your high school.
Most students.
Like I do.
Like myself as well.
So statistically, I guess, what do you think students need? What support do they need?
So a lot of students know what to do, but they just don't have the energy to get themselves to sit down at a desk and start working. Sometimes they need the motivation.
They don't have the drive.
They don't have the drive.
Not ignorance.
Right? But we know that there's a lot of information out there.
Yeah.
But sometimes students feel too overwhelmed, and then they just want to wait out and procrastinate. So that's why I think it's important that you work with your peers, sometimes a teacher, somebody who can provide guidance, mentors, and EducationUSA advisors can be that mentors that give you that extra push. It's in them. What they are looking for, it's in them, and they know what to do. They just need to start working. Sometimes
it's kind of hard to start, kan? Like
so
way
malas.
back then.
Back then it's not malas. It's like I don't. Like I'm seeing myself like, can I do this? Stuff like that.
Yeah, confidence.
Confidence. Yeah.
Sort of
very low.
Low confidence.
Yeah.
Do EducationUSA go to like local schools to
give
attract
talks,
them? Give talks and all.
Yeah, we do. All right. So advisors go to schools and universities. Sometimes they make trips to other cities and other provinces, and they visit a couple of schools, and also sometimes organize events where schools are invited to come, and then they will have like a session for students from different schools.
We're going to talk more after this. We're going to take a short break.
Okay.
Before we ask Luke about the most question that people always ask.
Yeah.
About the K-pop and stuff. We'll be right back right after this.
Okay.
Welcome back to the third part with Education USA.
Yeah, man.
Apa yang kamu perlu tahu dengan Education USA pada orang-orang Sabah, specifically kita mau fokus orang Sabah ni.
Yeah.
Kamu boleh apply sebenarnya belajar di universiti di mana-mana saja melalui Education USA ni kerana diorang bagi kamu perkhidmatan secara percuma. It is actually free, and diorang akan guide kamu akan ada counselling, kamu akan ada one-to-one advising punya session, kamu akan ada mungkin ada webinar dan sebagainya. Diorang akan guide kamu mana course kamu yang sesuai. Lepas tu guide kamu juga macam mana untuk mendapatkan scholarship probably, dan juga the right university, right course, and probably right way to sampailah to start and to end it and approve lah.
Ya, betul. Gitu. Jadi jangan risau. Orang bilang ada apa tuh? Macam mana tuh? Di situ ada
di mana ada kemahuan,
di situ ada
jalan.
Yeah. Jadi jalannya dia punya starting jalan tu ialah educationusa.state.gov.
Betul.
Start di sana, guys.
Boleh pergi sana. For the past 2 sessions just now we spoke to Luke about how it is very important education ini, yang mana dia boleh merubah hidup anda, and as well bukan itu saja, dan kita boleh expand more in terms of macam Luke bagi tahu tadi, bridging, build bridges dari segi probably cultural as well. lifestyle, and then dari segi education dan juga ideas di antara kita dan juga di mana-mana saya berada di dunia ni lah.
Secara globalnya.
Dan sebagai, but for me the effort is very 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 good. I wish they're like that during my time last time.
Yeah, my time too.
Tiada, we don't have that.
Yeah,
Probably mungkin we don't seek that much because there was not the internet time during that time.
I know.
So it's kind of hard, and kau terpaksa wait for the newspapers, and you need to apply to newspapers. You need to wait from the mailbox, and kadang-kadang it's stuck somewhere, So
that's your time.
That's my time.
Wow.
I need to fill a form. I need to send back. We don't know whether it arrived there, on time or not. That time it's hard, man.
Yeah, whether or not your dog bit the mail or.
Let me just share my story. I received a call like 7 p.m. for an audition tomorrow. Sebab terlalu lambat because it's too late.
Oh, okay.
Actually, they sent the letter, but sometimes we didn't go every day checking on your mailbox, right?
Yeah.
Manually. So actually, it's inside there.
Yeah.
And then saya tidak tertengok the surat is actually in there. And then when my mom called me up, hey, Karo, you got an interview tomorrow. Dia bilang, huh?
How are you going to get there?
Yeah. So that's what happened to me last time. Unlike right now, sekarang ini with zaman yang semuanya ada di telefon anda, di laptop mana-mana ada wifi, I mean, easy to reach and access. I think this is the best way for you guys to, if you really want to, break the
cycle,
the cycle, break the the apa dia orang bilang, the zone selamat anda,
your comfort zone.
Your comfort zone. Bolehlah kamu cuba, and if you want to learn outside, pergi belajar di luar dan kenali budaya di luar, and merasai dan ada experience to actually belajar dan mengenali dunia ni. Bolehlah try pergi Education USA because dorang tolong kamu secara percuma.
Yeah. And speaking of budaya, which is culture in Malay, we learn about American culture through the lenses, TVs, social media.
Yep.
And I love all those American shows. And
can you tell some of the Friends, X-Files?
Yeah, X-Files. all that.
Okay.
Yeah. And so all that is fun and great. Of course, people will get some perspective in terms of misconceptions. So what sort of misconceptions that you probably can see in terms of when people apply, want to apply or not to apply for, studying in the US?
I'll just mention too, one conception is that all of the United States is dangerous. And everybody has guns. Then wherever you go, there's danger.
Yeah, I was told once that, hey, come on, US, you want to go to the US? Everybody has guns, they might shoot off or something, so don't go there. So,
and I would imagine that the movies and media show a certain aspect.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's misguided. Sometimes there's truth in it. And what we know is that like half of Hollywood movie are featuring New York City.
Yeah.
Nah, that's true.
Yeah.
So
almost 90% of
that's not a fair assessment of all of the United States, 50 states, and the life in, say, Oklahoma will be very different. Life in California, and even within California, like North California, South California, a lot of cities that are not featured in media. Sometimes people will feel like they have certain expectation. They think everywhere
is New York.
It's New York. That's definitely true.
Everywhere is Bronx or ghetto and stuff, and South Side, East Side.
What about New Hampshire?
He was great place. Yeah, we spoke about that just now.
Oh, okay. You guys did off cast.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Why didn't you guys talk about it on cast?
Yeah, we should just now.
Yeah,
but yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was the sort of a misconception that I get when I was trying to apply. And so I canceled that and tried to apply with the government.
And then you go to New Zealand.
Yeah, which I did. Yeah.
It's a great place as well.
You're just fine.
Yeah, thanks.
But it's a big country, so it's hard to generalize and say that America is like this or America is like that. But the media will always pick up on the most provocative events. And the second misconception is that all American universities are expensive.
Oh. Yeah, I get that feeling. Yeah. Why is that?
Because they have a high sticker price sometimes.
Right.
But there are 4,000 colleges and universities in the United States, and not all universities are expensive. And then it varies by state. Some public universities have more affordable rates. And the U.S. has community colleges, which is a 2-year associate degree offering institutions that have much more affordable tuition rates. But sometimes international students don't consider community colleges because they look like inferior options. Options that are not for students who get into a 4-year institution. But that's not true. But half of American students start from community colleges because they're more affordable. American students also look at the price. They also think about affordability. And they try to play smart because it's really easy to transfer after you complete your 2 years at a community college to a 4-year institutions, and just add 2 more years and you get a 4-year degree that way.
So you mean foreign students like us can get into American community colleges?
Yes.
Okay, I get the perspective of, it's a community college by name, and it's only available for the Americans.
That's also a misconception.
Misconception as well.
The community colleges were founded, of course, with that purpose. They wanted to serve the community
locally,
that have so that they can extend the access to college education. 2 years, very focused on helping the community. But now they're open to international students, and the international students see as a very good option to save some money, but to also get quality education, and then a transfer to a 4-year institutions and community colleges. They come to our region to promote that 2+2 program.
Right. Yeah. So, I mean, you get an extra step at, going to, a foreign institution. Yeah. But hey, it's education in the US.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also the community college, 2 years, and then the higher college after that should be enough for you. I mean, in terms of, getting to know the higher level of education outside your comfort zone.
Yeah.
We say,
I wish I know that earlier.
Yeah, and I'd like to add that community colleges really are hidden treasure, because I think it also shows about America being a country that gives second chances. So community college, even we know of a story of a homeless person, who chose to change his life and started at a community college as a man all the way to graduate school, PhD, and then became a great researcher. That kind of story is possible. You can start from the bottom, but there is a ladder that leads to the very top. So even if, but a lot of countries in Asia, if you fail one subject as a middle schooler, then you're out. You cannot go to your top university. They see the record. But in America, even if you're a homeless person in your mid-30s, there is always options for you to start again, and then go after the second chance and go all the way to the top of the society.
Okay. Speaking of that, is it too late for me to start, or is it only applicable?
I was the one to ask, by the way.
Yeah, sorry, I took your limelight, man.
No, it's okay.
So we have that same question.
Yeah.
Is it too late for us to start?
It is never too late. And now we talk a lot about lifelong learning and the continued need for upskilling and reskilling. We live in a very dynamic world, and then our industries are changing all the time. So there will be no moment where you stop learning. And the universities are now looking at that, and then see the demand for professionals, mid-level professionals, even the senior level professionals, always needing to upgrade themselves. Then you need to constantly grow, constantly change, and the universities are there to support that.
Nice.
I want to ask about the people, basically the people of Sabah here. They have the drive. They want to study. They want to go. What is the first step they need to do now? If I may ask, for example, they go to the website, or what is the what do you call this? Like the spec for them, lah.
Yeah. Walk us through, lah.
Yeah. Walk us through.
Yeah.
Well, yes, looking for information is an important step. But if I were to give a more practical recommendation, is to find a mentor. Somebody who is a step or 2 steps ahead of you.
Okay.
Maybe some people from Sabah or some people from Malaysia, and then Education USA. Like I said, it's a bridge. We'll be happy to connect you with an alumni or current students who study in the US, Malaysian students, so that you can start there.
Right.
It might be more difficult for you to approach somebody who is like an adult. But I think it'll be easier for you to find like a mentor who is more of a friend. Who
Peers,
could give you
peers.
and then I think that would be a good motivation
Okay.
to get you started.
Okay.
Right. Say if I don't have a friend that have studied in the US before, right? Do we in Malaysia have like an alumni or an association of alumni? Alumni
From Education USA itself.
Yeah.
Well, not Education USA. Or we have students who have received support from Education USA.
Right.
But Malaysia, of course, has its own alumni association. Those who have studied in the US.
Yes.
And then I know that they also do a lot of activities.
Yep. Programs.
A lot of programs, a lot of events. Very active on social media. So if you don't know where to start, a lot of people are very active in social media. Just get a list of people that you like to follow and see if they can potentially be your mentor.
Right.
Yeah. And help how to get started.
Yeah. Let's talk about English. What sort of requirement or do we have to get like a TOEFL test or IELTS or whatever?
Well, it varies, but if you can go to the US to learn English too, right? You can go to an ESL. There are language learning institutions that you can go to. Some universities have ESL programs of their own. So there is something for everybody. But if you're looking at like foreign institutions, especially where they might require your TOEFL score and a language proficiency test, so that they know that you have the ability to take classes, take college level classes, and do the assignments, do research. And then if you're looking at more advanced degrees like PhD, I think that they may have a higher cutoff line, like TOEFL, maybe like 100 or 110.
That's great, man.
Yeah, sounds good. Any other support for non-native speakers other than just language? Or is it just language itself? Like
English, you mean?
Just English.
From the university.
Yeah, from the university.
Institutions,
Yeah.
all kinds of support. It's not just for the language test, but it's for people to use English in day-to-day life and to express themselves. And universities have career service centers where they can also help you out with writing application letters to companies or working on your resumes. English skills are integrated to various parts of life. It's not just about language tests, but it can be applied to many different aspects of life.
In terms of support, is there like a Malaysian community in US nearby any US university or college that, I think it would bring some comfort to...
Malaysians have a very extensive network in the United States. Right? And there are places where we see a huge community of Malaysians. And each universities would have Malaysian students. And then a lot of universities have international student services. And they can connect you with a current Malaysian student who attends the school. And then,
that's comforting.
Do Education USA... have like a goal, like this year I want to have like 1,000 students to apply. Do you have any like aim yearly?
Well, we don't have like a quantitative goal. We want this many students to study in there. We do what we can to support as many students as possible. And then even if the students that we support do not end up in the United States, we don't see that as a failure. We have been a meaningful part of their students' journey. I think that's enough for us. Right? That in and of itself is a success. And then so the students get a taste of that Education USA service, and then they may end up in different places, but still we have been a meaningful part of their life.
Because help them.
Wow. Sounds like a charity.
So sekali lagi kami ingin membantu anda dengan reaching out to Education USA, dan mereka ini adalah salah satu badan yang memberikan anda servis secara percuma. Kerana ada juga yang di sini yang secara lokal ini tidak percuma. Banyak actually. You have to pay to get guided. Kan?
That's a scam. Nah.
Not a scam, but dorang money oriented lah.
Yeah.
But this one is free, so kami ingin menyarankan anda, kepada anda siapa saja, tidak ada focus group, dorang akan bantu siapa saja yang ingin belajar dan ingin upscale dorang punya education dan juga mungkin dorang punya lifestyle. Apabila mereka sudah siap belajar nanti, kamu bolehlah look through, tengok dulu, pergi Education USA Malaysia ni, dan mereka sekarang buka cawangan di Sabah itself, yang mana dorang sudah buka di KL, di Penang, dan kali ini di Sabah. So saya beranggapan ini ada opportunity sangat bagus.
Betul.
Sangat-sangat bagus for the locals here, untuk dapatkan cara untuk application, untuk apply, untuk mendapatkan macam saya cakap tadi, scholarship dan guidance. Betul. Supaya kamu bukan saja approve, layak, tetapi habis juga belajar. Sebab banyak orang yang pergi but didn't finish study.
Yeah, true.
Because salah jalan, bila dorang sampai sana, when they reach there, they don't know what to do, was not guided and stuff. So I think this is one of the best way kalau kamu ingin menyambung pelajaran anda di luar daripada local universities. So bolehlah pergi Education USA.
Betul. Kalau kamu tidak mau sesat jalan, tidak mau sesat jalan.
You're going there, alright?
Don't get lost. Get Education USA.
Oh, wait, with the VO. Look, thank you for your time. We're gonna see you for the next episode.
Thank you for having me.
Yes,
Yeah.
It was a fun one, and it's very interesting to have a South Korean who speak very fluent American English.
I am.
Actually, no, the BTS also very fluent English. Some of them, right?
Yeah.
Now we go to K-pop.
RM.
RM and the new K-pop Demon Hunters in Netflix also very fluent English. My daughter like it very much.
I haven't watched that. It's in my list.
Well,
I'll just one last bonus question.
Okay.
All right. I love bonus.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think you know what I'm going to ask. What's if you have any? What's your favorite K-pop group?
Oh. Well, I think you already know more about K-pop than I do.
Like if you have any.
It's become a trend, man. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. Let me guess. Blackpink.
Nah. Well, I like older ones, like
older
Super Junior.
Ah.
I don't know if people know them.
People still know them.
Yeah.
Kids.
Yeah, but they've been
Still
there
know
for
them.
like 20 years.
I know.
They're still,
I love Running Man.
running back.
Jungkook.
Yeah, everybody there. Yeah.
Yeah. I like Big Bang. I like
Are we going
TVS
there?
too. I'm just saying. Yeah. I'm a big fan.
You are watching Netflix? Designated Survivor, right?
Yeah. I watched that 60 days. The Korean version is better, actually.
No.
I beg to
American.
differ.
No.
Because I haven't watched the
Yeah,
American
you haven't watched
one.
the American one, right?
Yeah, I know.
Wow. Never mind. Once again, kami ingin mempromosikan Education USA ini untuk membantu anda mengubah hidup anda dan juga mencari jalan yang betul apabila membuat aplikasi belajar di luar negara.
Yeah, I'll do it in English.
Yep.
If you're from Sabah and dreaming of studying in the US, Education USA is here to help you every step of the way for free. Whether it's choosing a university, applying for a visa.
Yep.
We haven't asked about how to apply a visa, but never mind. Or finding scholarship, they've got your back.
Yep. Visit educationusa.stat.gov or follow Education USA Malaysia on social media.
Your future starts here with Education USA, no matter what age you're in.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Luke.
Thank you.
All right. We'll see you in the next episode, right?
All right. Looking forward to it.
Awesome.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.